Each week on Taiwan by Number, we bring you a facet of life in Taiwan by way of some digits. And this week, Natalie, we're going to be talking about tea.
Cool.
Do you know anything about tea?
Nothing. I don't drink too much tea, so
good. This is going to be fun.
I probably won't get anything right.
Okay. So first of all, one of the most popular types of tea is the types of teas that you can order at the drink shops in Taiwan. So everything from bubble tea, boba, pearl milk tea, shouyao bei, the shaken teas. So my question for you is, to get things started, is how many of these drink shop teas does the average person in Taiwan drink in 1 year?
100?
100. Okay. All right, we're gonna have the answer for you in just a moment. But first, what does it take to become a professional tea picker in Taiwan? Well, like most things, you have to take an exam in order to be certified. Now, recently, a group of 16 women in a rural village in the central county of Yunlin took the exam, and almost all of them passed. Let's have a look. 15 women from Guilin Village in Yunlin County have gotten their certification for picking tea. The youngest of the group is 18-year-old Zhang Yixuan. I've been drinking tea since I was little, she says, and it piqued my interest. Zhang says her mother would take her into the fields to pick tea when she was little. Now a high school grad, with the certification, she can earn up to 1,000 Taiwan dollars or 30 US a day. The oldest member of the group is 72-year-old Liu Qiuxin. She's been picking tea for decades. With deft hands, she can make up to 3,000 Taiwan dollars or 100 US a day. She easily passed the skills portion of the test, but unable to read, she was unable to pass the written exam. Liu says she's going to sign up to take the exam again, but she'll need to study extra hard. In the past, tea picking was a skill you learned from your elders, but these days, the certification is helping improve the quality and safety of the process and turning traditional tea pickers into licensed experts.
Well, I'm really sad that the older woman didn't pass. I think they should have found a way to give her a test, perhaps an oral test or something to help her a little bit.
Yeah, it is kind of sad, especially when you consider the fact that she's probably one of the best tea pickers in all of Taiwan.
That's not an easy job.
Not an easy job at all, but she can make way more money than the other people can make per hour just by picking leaves. So clearly she's doing it the right way. Well, so before we watched that report, I asked you the question of how many of the drink shop teas Taiwanese people drink on average per year. And you said
100.
100.
I was thinking of some people in my family.
All right, so let's have a look at the answer.
Oh, that's not too bad. Well, better than some people I know.
Yeah, but I mean, it still does have a lot of sugar in them, so you do have to be careful.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
And also, I should mention that that includes everyone in Taiwan, even the babies, and I'm sure they're not drinking bubble tea.
Okay, and I think some people are drinking more than others.
Yes. We won't name names. Okay, so actually, Taiwanese people drink about 1 billion of those drinks every year.
1 billion?
Total. That's a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so now I want to move on to the tea that's used in these drinks. So of all the tea that's produced in Taiwan, what percentage goes into these drink shop teas?
Oh, maybe 40%?
Okay, that's a very good guess. Let's have a look at the answer.
Oh, even less.
Less, so about 30% of all the tea, although you have to remember that a lot of the tea that's used in those drinks is imported largely from places like Vietnam. Now, some experts even say that without the drink shops, Taiwan's tea industry could even collapse because 30% is significant.
That's a lot.
It is.
I don't think they're going to collapse.
I don't think they will.
People are going to keep on drinking them.
Oh, for sure. That's not going anywhere. All right, so next I want to talk about the tea and where it's grown in Taiwan. Last year in 2018, Taiwan produced about 15,000 metric tons of tea.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of tea.
That's a lot of tea.
Yes, and almost every single city and county in Taiwan produces tea. However, the one county that produces more than every other place in Taiwan is this county. That's Nantou County in central Taiwan. So my question for you is, of all the tea that's produced in Taiwan, what percentage comes from Nantou?
Like 40%?
40%. That's also a good guess. Let's have a look at the answer.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot of...
Pulling their weight there, huh?
68%. That's amazing. And the reason is because people love their high mountain oolong teas. And of course, Nantou has a corner on the market when it comes to big mountains. Yeah. So my final question is, I want to talk about one of Taiwan's most exquisite teas. It is a bit more rare and more difficult to produce, and it has a great flavor. It's called 东方美人茶, or Oriental Beauty. Have you heard it?
I've heard of it. It sounds exotic. I never tasted it though.
Okay. So this tea, what makes it so interesting is that the flavor is actually created by little bugs nibbling on the leaves.
And I had no idea. I'm glad I never had it before.
Well, that actually creates a very interesting taste. It creates a chemical reaction within the leaves, and it gives it the unique taste that it has that makes it different from other oolong teas. Now, this tea is so exquisite that every year, it's a summer tea, so every year in the summer in Hsinchu County, which is the most popular place for this tea to be grown, experts gather together and they choose the top grade of Oriental Beauty tea. And then, so this is the top grade out of all of the teas that are submitted, so like maybe 1,300 batches of tea. And then everybody watches to see how much money that tea will go for. And they're actually going to be doing this Sunday. So my question for you, Natalie, is for the top grade tea this year, what is the projected price for kilogram in US dollars?
US dollars. Is it a whole lot?
It's a whole lot.
Wait, $1,000 US dollars?
You might want to go up a little bit.
5,000?
All right, are you ready for the answer?
That's a lot already.
It is a lot already. Okay, let's have a look at the answer.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
26,000 US dollars.
Tea.
Just for tea. And just to give you an idea of like how much this tea would go if you're going to buy a little can of loose leaves. So usually those cans are about 150 grams. That will go for about 4,000 US dollars.
Oh my gosh.
So you're not going to be buying
I don't think I'm
any?
going to be drinking that anytime soon.
If you have some and you'd like to make a cup for me and Natalie, we would love to sample it.
I would like to sample it.
Yeah, you can leave a comment below.
All right.
Actually, I have one more thing to say too.
Oh, okay, great.
This tea has another interesting name. It's called Peng Feng Cha, or Braggart's tea. And some people say that's because the price has gone up so much. So even though the little bugs are nibbling on your leaves and you can only take about 40 or 50% of those leaves to market, the price has almost tripled in the last decade. So those tea growers have a lot to brag about.
They're pretty rich too, huh?
Yeah, I know.